The following is a presentation of TFNN. The Tom O'Brien Show is produced every business day after the market close. Tom takes your phone calls from 4 to 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time using the data available at that time.
Let's go to Keith in Philadelphia. Hey, Keith, what's going on?
Hey, Tom. How you doing?
I'm doing great, man. You having a good day out there?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So, a couple things, Tom. Number one, I started listening to you in 2001 and never stopped. Yep, and I owe you a lot, my family as well. Okay, this is the first time I'm calling.
I appreciate that, man. Thank you so much.
And now, here's Tom O'Brien.
Well, welcome, folks. This is Tom O'Brien of TFNN. We go 5 days a week. We go 2 hours a day. We go 24 hours a day on the internet at TFNN.com. Always remember, folks, whatever you think about, you bring about. Whatever you focus on grows. Hope everyone's having a great day, safe day. Let's make it a great night, folks. Let's take a look at one of our 4 agreements. Ask for what you want. Find the courage to ask for what you want. Others have the right to tell you yes or no, but you always have the right to ask. Likewise, everyone has the right to ask what they want, and you have the right to say yes or no. Market-wise, let's take a look at it out here. We had the Dow Industrials up 46. NASDAQ was flat. S&Ps are up 2.5. Gold contract up $14, trading at $1,745 an ounce. Silver down 18 cents at $32.55 an ounce. Platinum, $1,525 an ounce. Light sweet crude, flat at $100.77 a barrel. Copper, down 3 pennies at $3.54 a pound. Bonds, up a point at 141.22. Dollar index, down 8 ticks at 78.48. The euro, up 8 ticks at 134.09. And the yen is trading out there at 77.67. Our phone number is 877-927-6648. Give us a call, folks. Want to know what's going on in your world? In the world of the S&Ps, let's take a look. And what do you have? You get to 1267.06 today. Can't bust topside, can't bust down. Sideways day out here. We do 960 million versus 801 million on the NYSE. We go over to the Dow Industrials. You take a look at the Dow, what the Dow did. Dow got to a price point today of 12,257. The high out there of the 27th is at 12,284 level. What we did, once again, as we did yesterday, as we did the day before, you got to the high, couldn't hold it, closed underneath it, had lighter volume. We're going into 1.4 billion shares. And they get 960 million. That's saying it's not going to be able to get up and over this 12,285 mark. NASDAQ, the NASDAQ composite first. We have what the composite is this. You get a sideways day in the composite. We got to a price point of 26.12, closed at 26.49. We did 1.6 billion versus 1.5. Bottom line, that is a sideways day. You are pressing. We pressed lower, and we had a small expansion in volume. Okay, so now this is where it's going to get really cool. Let's go over to the dollar index. What we have with the dollar index today, folks, is this. Sideways day also. Dollar index right now, we had a high out there of 78.81. We had a low of 78.35. We did 15,000 contracts. The 15,000 contracts, folks, is coming into 30,000 contracts. This baby's building cause, and you're getting higher lows for higher price. That's how this is shaking out. The first acceleration I suspect we're going to see is at 79.82 mark. This thing wants to go to 82.50. We go over to the Euro land. We take a look at the Euro. What we have with the Euro is this. Same type of setup. Euro land inside day today. The low out there was 133.51. The high is 133.54. Right now at 134.12. Now, okay, so we know that the correlations between the U.S. dollar, the euro, and the market, well, Bloomberg just did a survey, not a survey, they did the actual math on it, folks. The math on the correlation, the coefficient between the euro and the market, and the S&P 500 exactly, is 83%. So euro goes down, S&P goes down 83%. Euro goes up, S&P goes up 83%. So, out here, if you were in front of a machine in the middle of the day, what we got is that we got news out there that first off, there's a lot of different news, but so check this out, though, because this is absolutely a replay of 2007, 2008. And what the replay is not only on the news-driven type of market, folks. What the replay is on is the fast accelerations on the way up, intraday, and then the give ups on a continual basis. You know, they're fast, they're furious, meaning on the way up. Coming into the close out here today, you had the S&P was at, let me get the actual cash S&P so we can deal with the cash S&P. What we have at the cash S&P is this. So check this out. Cash S&P was out at 1251. Okay? It fired up to 1267 in 20 minutes. Come back to fired up to 1267, come back to 1261. Those are the type of moves, folks, that you actually have in bear markets, not bull markets. That's the thing that's absolutely amazing. Steve Rhodes did a study, folks, if you heard the morning show, and it's pretty amazing. The accelerations up, even the high points up, are always, this is it's a 98% in bear markets, not in bull markets. Okay, so what else do we have going on out here? Thursday, Friday, you're going to have the Europeans meeting to heal all their wounds, right? Well, bottom line, what you're going to have is this, is that they came out, and the reason for that spike up, by the way, at the 20 past 3 Eastern time, was that the G20 says they're going to come up with $600 to $700 billion to basically put behind Europe. Well, bottom line, they tried to get a fund up, and that couldn't happen either. But I suspect they're going to have to do something. That's the bottom line. Now, the S&P has come out 3 times today and flat out has told the market that they are going to not only downgrade sovereign debt in Europe, they've told the market that they're going to downgrade the large banks in Germany and the large banks in France. Now, they put them all on credit watch. The way that they're doing this, the S&P is doing this, folks, is telling me flat out that, bottom line, they're going to downgrade them on Friday. Maybe they'll do it before it. Now watch this, how this shakes out, because this is where it really gets interesting. Tomorrow, so it's the start of the meetings tomorrow, Thursday and Friday. But what's also going on tomorrow is that the European Central Bank is meeting on, like the Fed meets. So, what you have there is this, is that if they decide that they're going to bring interest rates down in the European market, what you'll see is the euro go down also. So it's going to be, there's going to be so much news feed tomorrow and the next day, it's just amazing. The biggest part of all of this, okay, to me, is that the European Central Bank will bring down the rate. That brings down the euro. The politicians aren't going to get anything together in the next 2 days. The news came out at 20 past 3. Yeah, they're going to put $700 billion in the marketplace. Well, you know what? It didn't do a thing. Our phone number is 877-927-6648. Let's go over to the bond market and take a look at bonds. What we have with bonds out here is this. Bonds trading at 141.22. You did 268,000 contracts. That little baby is on its way up to this 145.08 area. If we take a look at it intraday, you'll see the signs of strength that were there, and they were big. They were monsters coming in buying this baby. You had, 11,000 contracts at 8:30 this morning, and then at 14:50 you had an additional 13,000 contracts. That, folks, is a big dollars coming in the market very quickly. Each one of those contracts, $141,000. That they're saying that the rates are going lower, that the bonds are going higher. We take a look at some of the high volume stocks out here today. You had Bank of America up 11 cents. We had Intel up 31. Marbell was up 23. Halliburton's getting killed. That was down yesterday. We'll go check that out. That was down 217. We had Yahoo up 22. Let's go over to Halliburton first and see what's happening with Halliburton out here. Okay, so the low is 27, the high is 57. Look at that, man. Okay, so Halliburton's going to go going after our lows. Halliburton yesterday did 35 million shares. Today it does 34 million shares. It's going after that swing low of $30, where there's only 27 million shares down there. We take a look at Big Blue. Now, Big Blue got into its highs, got over its highs, actually made a high. 194.90. That's where we're standing right now in Big Blue. And, you know, my take on Big Blue is that she's going to give it up. The reason being is that all that's happened is that you get into higher highs with dramatically lighter volume. And this almost on a longer-term basis, yeah, we got to. So we did 5 million shares today. That's after coming, that's at highs. Versus going downtown with 15 million. Last high was 8 million. Last downtown at 157 was for 14 million. She's done. We take a look at the, let's go over and take a look at Caterpillar. Caterpillar out here. She is at 94.89. You know, this is not a little bad little setup here. Caterpillar does want to run into the 97.91 area. Let's go back to Euroland for a second. If we take a look at the FTSE first, what the FTSE did out here today, she had a flat market just as we did, and, you know, it didn't do much. We're at 55.46. We had a low out there of 54.97, the high of 56. If we go take a look at the DAX, what we had inside the DAX. Now, the DAX pulled back. Let me see if she had any volume. No, she didn't have any volume. So the DAX really is a sideways move also. The DAX came back from 61.37 to the 59.19 area, but she's going to need more volume on the way downtown. Listen, if you folks, you know, yesterday, of course, we had, on the second hour, we had Sherry Sultanfuss on, and that was about giftoffood.org. And what that is that's a local food bank in Clearwater. And if you did donate, we really do appreciate it. What we're doing at TFNN and all the Tigers and Tigresses, if you come over to the front page of TFNN, what you're going to see is this. You know, we do this Tiger Dollar program, folks. And the way the Tiger Dollars work is that, you know, you buy anything over $250 in Tiger Dollars, we add an additional 30% on top of that. That's good for all services that you get now or in the future. Well, what we're going to do is this. What we are doing is that we're hooked up with the Salvation Army. And if you purchase Tiger Dollars between now and December 18th, we are going to donate, and it's going to be donated in your name. You'll get the write-off. 10% of the purchase price is going to go for anything that is bought over $1,000. And if it's under $1,000, we're going to donate 5%. All the details on the front page of TFNN. We're going to be right back.
X-Story Gold Mines, an NYSE Amex-listed company trading under the symbol XG, is slated to be the newest gold-silver producer in Argentina. X-Story is forecast to produce more than $250 million in bullion annually, beginning in 2013, at a cash cost of less than $200 for each ounce of gold produced. That forecast will make X-Story one of the highest margin operators in South America and a sector leader in the mining industry. X-Story has $50 million in its treasury, having spent over $60 million to date on drilling and engineering. The ultimate size of its Argentina discovery could be determined by year-end, as results from the 6 drills operating at the site are fully assessed. To find out more about X-Story Gold Mines and their exciting growth potential, click on their banner on the front page of TFNN.com or check them out on the NYSE Amex under the symbol XG.
TFNN is proud to bring you the cutting edge of investment newsletters. Ken Shreve's Ultimate Growth Stocks. Ken is a top-down investor who lets price and volume in the major stock indices tell him when to be in the market and when to be out. By using his unique blend of fundamental and technical analysis, Ken will protect your hard-earned capital while realizing breakout gains. Go to TFNN.com today. Click Investment Newsletters and get Ken Shree's Ultimate Growth Stocks free for 2 weeks.
Is the fast-moving investment world challenging the way you think about managing risk and return? You don't have to go it alone. Directions Alternative Strategy Funds feature built-in tactical management to help you find clarity for the path ahead. Direction Funds. I'm with X. To learn more about Directions Alternative Strategy Funds, please visit TFNN.com and click on the Direction Funds banner or call 877-434-9363. An investor should consider the investment objectives, risks, charges, and expenses of the Direction Funds carefully before investing. The prospectus contains this and other information about Direction Funds. The prospectus should be read carefully before investing.